Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're gonna be doing, for once, a soft glam makeup look, but we're making it drugstore, okay? No high-end products, no expensive products. These are all affordable drugstore products, and some of these are my absolute favorites. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. The pores have just been doing a madness. So we're gonna go in with the Poreless Putty to kind of fill them out and blur them. And what I really like about this primer is usually with pore filling primers, they tend to be very kind of like silicone-y, very slippery. I don't really like that texture. This is quite creamy, but it also like fills out and blurs the pores, really like soft on the skin. It does have a little bit of like a white tint, so don't use it without makeup. Like you can't just throw this on and walk out the door. You need a foundation or concealer. Speaking of concealer, I'm going to use my favorite, another e.l.f. product. This is the 16-hour camo concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut, which is like nearly finished. Can you guys see the holes peeking through? I use this as like my face concealer, so I tend to just do like everywhere. I feel like when I do concealer before foundation, I use less foundation, do you know what I mean? And I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in with a brush. I feel like I could also just use this concealer because it's such a good shade for me as a foundation itself, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it blends out so nicely. It is a matte one, but I believe they're coming out with a hydrating one very soon. I've been seeing like promo pictures for it. It probably won't be for my skin type, but if you find that this one is too dry for you, it might be a good alternative if it has like the same amount of coverage. So moving into foundation, I was tossing and turning between these two, but I feel like I've been using this one a lot recently, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 350. Love this stuff, but this one I feel like I haven't used on YouTube in ages. I used it for an Instagram video the other day and I was like, I forgot how much I love this foundation. Usually because whenever I use a Revolution product, I seem to get some form of backlash. Like I feel like every time I touch or speak about a Revolution product, I'm like accused of being sponsored, or like she only likes it because she's being paid, and oh my gosh, all of that stuff. So I tried to kind of stay away from Revolution, even though I love their products, which is so annoying. But yeah guys, this is my daily battle. Anyways, I'm going in with the Conceal and Define foundation in 13.5. But yeah, like I was saying, I used this the other day and I forgot how gorgeous it is. It's like so full coverage, but it looks like skin, and for my oily skin as well, it lasts so well. I remember I put it on and then I went about my day, and then I came back, like looked in the mirror, and I was like shocked at how matte I still was. So I'm gonna take that same foundation brush, and did you see I only used a little bit of foundation? Well, to me it's a little bit, but to some people I'm like caked up right now, okay? But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out, and this is such a good shade for me. Guys, what is your favorite eye cream? Because I feel like the bags around my eyes and the darkness around my eyes is real lately. I don't know if it's because I'm not getting that much sleep. I'm trying to adjust like dropping twins back to school every morning, because I feel like over the Christmas break I was overindulging in sleep. Basically I was waking up whenever I wanted to, like I was lying in practically every day, and it just felt so nice. But now that they're back at school, I'm like up at 7 getting them ready, and it's a lot for my body, and I feel like my bags are getting out of control. So let me know if you have any eye cream suggestions. I should probably just get better sleep, but until then, eye creams. So the perfect soft glam eyeshadow palette in my opinion is the Technic palette. This is the Heat Is On. I talk about this palette all the time. I should know what it's called, but I always forget. It's called the Heat Is On palette, and it's literally like £4 on Fragrance Direct. Yeah, Fragrance Direct. I'll leave a link down below. But yeah, these are like gorgeous warm tone brown, smoky, orangey type of colors, which I love. So I'm gonna start with the Technic eye primer. This is called the Eye Canvas in the shade Medium. So this eye look is pretty simple, guys. When it's soft glam, it's like not too much, not too harsh. I'm still going to use a little bit of black, like a smoked out liner, but the overall eye look is not going to be super hard to do. So I'm going to start with this neutral tone brown down here. I don't want it to be too warm, too orangey, so I'm going to start with this one, maybe mix it with a little bit of this one as well to keep that neutral olive tone. And this, I'm literally going to start on the outer V and then blend it up into the crease, and then gently diffusing the edges. It is going to be an all matte eye look as well, apart from my inner corner, because I do like a good blinding inner corner. Is it just me, or is everyone starting to appreciate more neutral, natural looks nowadays? And I'm just like, no. Like I've seen people saying like, oh, I'm growing out of the colourful phase and I'm too old for that. And it's like, no, There's no age limit on colourful eyeshadow, mate. Are you alright? Guys, if you don't know, I'm actually turning 26 this month, which is like insane. Time honestly flies. Once you hit 21, it just goes like phew. But yeah, it's my birthday at the end of the month, the last day of the month. So yeah, my last month of being 25, honey. But you know, they say you get finer with time, so we shall see. Okay, so now that I've got the crease colours laid down, I'm gonna go into an even darker brown for the outer V. I think I'm gonna go for this one here, mix it with a little bit of this one as well, and just pop that right on the outer edge, like right here, getting nice and deep and dark. And then I'm just gonna go back into my previous brush and diffuse the edges of that. Okay, so now that we've got the outer V all done and dusted, it's time to focus on the lid. Like I said, it's gonna be an all matte look today, so I am gonna go for like a matte brownie beige. This one, and mix it with a little bit of this one, just because they have such good kind of sandy neutral undertones. It's a nice kind of camel color. Taking my brush and just diffusing it so it's not super bright, just want it to be soft. Now I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to go into the black eyeshadow here, and I'm literally just going to run it across my lash line, kind of halfway, not all the way in, just halfway, and up towards the crease and out. Now you can do this as dramatic as you want or as subtle as you want. I'm going quite dramatic as usual. And then back into the browns, blending out the crease. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna take my wet wipe and just clean up the edge of my eyeshadow so I get kind of like a sharp line. So I've been doing this new thing with my lashes lately, which I will show you guys later. I'm gonna do lashes after baking just so I don't get powder and stuff into it. So moving on to concealer, another one of my favorites, L'Oreal More Than Concealer. I use the shade Honey kind of for my face, and then Almond for underneath my eyes, but Almond's really light, so I like to kind of mix them both underneath my eyes. So I'm literally taking a little bit. I also take a little bit like less concealer than I usually do. I've just started doing new techniques in my makeup now. I always do that. Now I always get ahead of what I'm saying and then just end up saying the wrong thing. Nowadays, guys. I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade now and just put a dab of that on top. And I'm gonna let that sit for a little while I cream contour or cream bronze. And I like to use the Revolution foundation stick in F16, which is nearly finished. I do have another one, so don't worry about me. Just gonna go ahead and put that on the outside of my face, forehead, and like my cheekbones, non-existent cheekbones, but you know, gotta fake it till you make it. And I like to go in with this little angled brush and just blend that out. And this foundation blends so well. I've seen people that have like dry skin say they really like it for all over their face, but for me it's just a little bit too hydrating, a little bit too dewy for all over my face, but around the outside it does look really, really nice. So taking my beauty blender now, just gonna blend in that concealer because you don't want to let it sit too long. It does dry down matte, so just gonna go ahead and blend that in quickly and then move into underneath my eyes. And you guys can see this concealer is so full coverage, it just like spreads so well. Okay, so for powder, I have 3 drugstore favorites that I just can't choose between. Like I would need them all. If I lost all of my makeup, I would want to have all 3 of them. Maybelline Fit Me powder, the loose one in medium deep, like absolute favorite, but not really easy to get here in the UK. I checked Amazon again and it is like £18 on Amazon, which is not too bad, but not drugstore price, I suppose. But if you are in the USA, this powder, pick it up. I got mine from Ulta. But if you are in the UK, these 2 are just as good and just as smoothing, blurring, lightweight underneath the eyes. Barry M Ready Set Smooth, I use Banana. I think they also have translucent, but this formula, so blurring, so smooth, not cakey, not heavy, really nice powder. And then of course the I Heart Revolution chocolate line, not chocolate line, I think it's called like the scented baking powder, but they also have like banana and cookies and cream or something like that. This one that I use is chocolate banana because it's more of a deeper yellow, so I don't know which one I want to use today. I feel like I haven't used the Barry M one in ages, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this one today. The only thing with this one is the packaging is a mess. It gets all over the mirror and like I can't remember, but I feel like it did come with a puff, so maybe if you leave the puff in there it won't get as messy as mine's is. So what I like to do is pick some up on my brush and then dab it off on the back of my hand so I get like an even coverage on the sponge, and then I just go ahead and press that powder in. so smoothing, guys. Like, can you see the difference from side to side? I love matte skin, I love it. And I'm just gonna carry that kind of all over the center of my face. Little bit of reverse contour as well, and my sponge is damp, but it's like squeezed all the way out, and then even then I let it sit for a little while before I use it. I don't like when my sponge is soaking wet. I feel like it just moves my product around. Okay, so next I would do like face powder and also bronzer. So for that I like to use the Revolution Pro powder foundations. So I use F13 for my face and then F16 for my contour bronze. However, this powder is so full coverage. I literally take the smallest amount and literally just dab it over my kind of outside area of my face. I don't like swirl my brush in there because it's so pigmented. You don't need a lot of product. I just want to make sure that I kind of set my contour areas before I go in and contour bronze. Now taking the darker shade F16, literally same thing with this. I'm taking the smallest amount and I'm going to start on my forehead. I just start by dusting it gently and lightly, because if I just go in straight like that, it would be way too dark and like you'd get a patch of it because it's such a pigmented powder. Obviously it's meant to be a powder foundation, so it's meant to be like coverage, I suppose. So next I'm going in with setting spray, and this is the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. So it's at this stage that I go in with lashes now, and my favorite are from Kiss Lashes. I think they're available at Boots. These are the style chiffon, and they're stuck on the outside because obviously I've been wearing them, but they're so wispy and so kind of fluffy. Is that the right word? I'm so bad at describing lashes, but yeah, I love this style. They're kind of separated as well, so they're not super like dramatic, but they also give like nice drama to the eyes. Now I saw this like trick on TikTok. This girl put her lash glue along her lash line and then put the mascara on and then stuck the lashes, and I've been doing it for the past like week or so and I am obsessed. It sticks the lashes so well, like you won't even believe, and it's the closest I've ever got my lashes to my lash line because the glue is obviously right up against the lash line. The only kind of con is I feel like it's harder to get the lash glue out of my lashes at night time, like even with waterproof mascara, waterproof remover, it's just so hard to get the last bits of glue out. So don't do it if you're like really fond of your lashes, I suppose, because you could, you know, damage a couple, but it just sticks the lashes so well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the, just try avoid getting it into your lashes. Get it as close as you can to the lash line without getting it in your lashes. This is the Revlon Precision Clear Lash Adhesive, and you don't even need to put a lot, but it does dry down quick. So what I would say, I don't know if it's because your body heat is like drying it faster, but it's faster than doing the lash and then waving the lash around. If you do it like this, do one eye at a time because the lash glue dries so fast. So what I do is apply the glue, go in with my mascara, which is the Mascara Revolution today, and literally by the time I'm done applying mascara, the lash glue is dry. So yeah, and press it on. It's literally so easy, guys. Life changing. Now for my inner corner, I'm going to go into this gorgeous golden shade up here. Just take a small amount of that right on the inner corner. Now moving into my lower lash line with the same browns that I used in the crease. Just going to blow that out. So now I'm going to go into blusher. My favorite is Technic Shimmer Blush in the shade Indian Summer. I feel like when I use this, I get the color that I want, but I also get a slight golden sheen without needing a highlighter. So I'm going to take it on my angled brush and literally just like put it on my cheeks, tip of my nose, and it just gives this gorgeous glow to the skin while still giving me like an orangey blush, you know. So we are near the end, guys. Just lips left to do, and of course you can do whatever you want. You could even wear a red because it's such a soft, you know, look everywhere else, but of course I'm gonna go with a nude. Revolution lip liner in Glory. I mean, I didn't even have to say it. If you watch my videos, you know, you know. And then I have the NYX Suede lipstick, which I absolutely love the formula. The pigmentation of these lipsticks are amazing, but also it has like a matte look without being drying. Love this formula. And this is the shade Fetish, which is just like a really pale peachy nude, which I love. I'm not sure if I'm going to top it with a gloss just yet, but maybe, probably. Then I'm going to take the NYX lipstick and just apply it to the center and blend it in. So if you like a matte lip, you can totally just leave it like that. But I do really like a glossy lip, so sorry guys. So my favorite drugstore glosses, Revolution Lip Sheers. These two shades are my go-tos. They stay in my handbag. This one is Gone Rogue, which is like a darker brownie type of nude that I don't really need a lip liner with. But then this one is slightly more like a caramel brown. And this one's called Muse. I'm gonna go in with Muse today just because I want to keep it kind of light. I'm gonna take a little bit of that. And I think that is it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and like do my hair, put some accessories on, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay guys, and I'm back. So here we have the final look. It's such a soft glam. Like, this is ultimate soft glam in my opinion. When I think of soft glam, this is what I think. And all the products I used were super affordable. Let me know your thoughts on everything, on the look, on the products, all of that good stuff. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and let me know if you want any other type of tutorials or like drugstore, or should I do the same look with high-end products? Are you guys interested in high-end? I feel like a lot of my subscribers like drugstore videos, which is perfect because I am drugstore queen. Well, not queen, but I love drugstore too. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.